Sapp, you go to the combine.
Oh.
What's your process? You're like, okay, I did this. I'm a unanimous All-American. I won the Lombardi. I'm the baddest defensive player here. Okay, talk about the interview process, the testing. What's going on?
Nothing. I was just there. I effed up. You know, me and Rashawn Salam, God bless his soul. That's a good buddy of mine. And, you know, we went through the whole little banquet of, you know, All-American team. He was the offensive player of the year. I was the defensive player of the year, all over to the Heisman, you know, off the camp, all these things. And my brother won the Heisman that night, and he pulled out a little joint. And me and him hit it together, and I put it down. I said, that's it, dog. I got to go to the combine. 23 nanograms, Shannon, and the cutoff was 20. That's my life story in a nutshell right there. One silly night, one bad mistake. It wasn't about the interviews, because what were you going to say to me? I tell you, look at the tape. I had 12 games, and pick the game you want to watch.
At 6'2", 312 pounds, you ran a 4.69. Did you think going into the combine that you were going to be the #1 pick in the draft?
2, Jacksonville. I didn't want to go to Carolina. Wasn't nothing about me, Carolina. Ain't number of prisons and pig farms in North Carolina. That's what I heard. In colleges, in a bunch of colleges. I give them that. But Carolina wasn't the spot for me. I wanted to go to Jacksonville. I'd be in the state of Florida, have a chance to play in front of my home state, my home mom, get to drive up, drive back. Right. You know, that whole thing. You know, you want to be home. You know, as country boys, we like being
right. Home. When you look at it, Kajana Carter ends up going first overall to the Bengals. Steve McNair's third to Houston. And then there's a run on defensive linemen. Kevin Carter, Mike Mamula, Derek Alexander. What you're sitting in at home, and so what's going through your mind?
No, I'm at the draft. I'm in the draft.
Oh, you're right. You at the room.
I was the first Aaron Rodgers, buddy. 2 hours and 45 minutes, baby. They did your boy wrong up in there. I'm gonna tell you like this here. I looked up, and you know, when Kevin Carter went 6 after Kerry Collins went 5th, I looked at the list. I said, okay, Kajana Carter had 1,800 yards. Baselli was a big bad boy over at USC. Al McNair ran and threw the ball all over the world, so I can't complain with that there. 4 was Michael Westbrook. That was a mistake by the Washington football team. We won't call them what they was at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We're going to be politically correct. You know what I'm saying? We're going to stop it right there. And I was just looking at the list. So I leaned over to my mama when we got to Mr. Brady and the Jets screaming, "We want Sapp," because that was when the building was about to come loose right there. You know, Jet fans wanted to kill somebody. They're like, "What? We got a chance to get 7. We take a guy who caught how many touchdowns? I don't know how many he had, but it wasn't very many."
Right.
Mr. Outbreak. So I leaned over to my mother. I said, "Ma, they can take all the receivers, tight ends, and whatever they want. But if they take one defensive tackle, we gonna get up and we walking out of here." That's the line I drew, Shannon.
Okay.
I said, you can take all the DNs, linebackers, whatever you think your need is, go take it. But if you take Ellis Johnson, I'm walking up out of here, because that's a disrespect, and I ain't gonna stand for that.
They take Mike Mamula with the 7th pick, Philly. He was the first workout warrior at the combine that blew everybody away, ran 4.35, jump, lift, did all that stuff.
Yeah, broad jump, 10.8, all this. Yeah, all that. Yeah. Put the tape on.
So it's going out. Obviously, you said almost 3 hours you're sitting there. Tampa's on the clock.
Oh, man. Listen, Rosenhaus got a call. He tell me, "Yeah, I think this Tampa." I'm like, you know, at this point, I'm done. I'm like, Tampa, boy.
And Tampa terrible at that.
Y'all got 11 straight double-digit loss seasons, and y'all questioning whether to take the best player. It ain't even on the board. In the whole damn draft that's left right now. You kidding me? You couldn't trade away 3 picks right now for me, boy. And one was Denny Green was sitting right there and told the people the night before, the only person worthy to move up in this draft, the draft, is Warren Sapp. He took Derek Alexander. I took that one personally. God bless your soul, Denny. I won't talk bad about you today. So I told him, so I get on the phone. Sam White's like, we thinking about taking you. I was like, Drew, get this phone. I'm like, Drew, just get this phone, man. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore right now. You know, I want out of here right now. I wasn't even planning on going to the draft. I was gonna be at home, a country boy in the backyard with the barbecue. They done gave me the whole top floor of the Marriott Marquis, laid me out. I got a room with a hot tub and everything in it. I ain't never had nothing like that. Looking out over New York, they did me bad, though.
You get drafted by the Bucks. You go into Tampa, 12, like you mentioned, they had at least a decade of double-digit losing seasons. You had some, I like the creamsicle uniform because you got it, they had the creamsicle. They didn't have the new one. The creamsicle, real nice. I made a deal. I traded Hardy Nicholson one year at the Pro Bowl. I got one of them creamsicle helmets.
I get you a 9-9. I get you a jersey.
I need that. Yes, that's what I need. That's what I need, that creamsicle 9-9. That's what
jersey.
You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button to become an official member of Club Shay Shay, where we always do something before 2 something.